Hey guys, I'm Lillian, aka Stitching Me on Instagram and here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. I hope you find something of interest. Today is the 30th of April 2022 and I am back with a new Flosstube update. Before we start, I would like to really quickly give you an exciting announcement in my opinion. We will get into the stitching really soon, don't worry. But I would like to say that me and my fellow students are organizing a horse event that is coming up in just 2 weeks. The theme is equestrian sport of the future. So innovation and animal welfare are high on our priority list, and that's what you can find throughout the program. Now, if you are interested and you are nearby, saying you live in the Netherlands or close to the Netherlands, in Germany or somewhere, and you would like to stop by, I have a link in the description box to our site where you can purchase your tickets and read into some of the details. So now that being said, let's get into the stitching. For today I have got 3 projects to show you. We are going to talk a bit about WIPgo, and for those of you who are interested, afterwards I will give you a bit of a tour in my vegetable garden, and I believe that would be the first tour of this year. So that's exciting. Now, first project. Oh wow, my goal was to make that a really quick intro and I think I managed to do that. First project is Ukraine. Now I will insert a picture of what it's going to look like here. And this is where I am at. Let me see if I can just let this hang. I'm being really bad because I don't even have a needle minder on here. But that's me starting with the darkest color at the bottom. For those of you who missed this, not the last video but a video before, I am stitching this in order to support Ukraine and everyone that is affected by the war. Whilst I am stitching this, everything that is donated through my Ko-fi link down below, I will donate to Giro 555. Giro 555 is our national charity number, and there are, I believe it was 11 major charities behind there. Charities like UNICEF, Save the Children, the Red Cross, stuff like that. And they all collaborated under that number, under the name Giro 555, in order to actually make a difference together. So if you would like to support Ukraine, you can donate in the link down below, and then I will donate that to support Ukraine. And that will go for as long as I am working on this. So until I finish it and I upload a video saying this is done, everything that is donated will go towards Ukraine and supporting them. I will show you one more time. So if you remember the picture, this is like the Krim. That's in Dutch. I don't know if the Krim is actually the English word for it. And this is the southern coast / border of Ukraine. And I am almost done with this color. It just goes up a bit in here. And that is 173 stitches done right there. Now, there are 7 colors in this pattern and I only had 3 of them. These 3. This is the color that goes into the heart. This is the color that I'm working with. And then this is a color that goes like somewhere in the middle up and the top in the north. So I need 4 more colors and I will try to get those as soon as possible. So that is the first project. Next is Tiger. This is a project, a piece that I got off Etsy. I am stitching him on 28 count Jobelin 2/2 full cross with the cut for DMCs. Now I forgot to tell you, but this is my regular 18 count Ada 2/2, 2/1 full cross with DMCs. That's what I usually use for those smallish kind of projects. But this is 28 count Jobelin 2/2 full cross. My goal for this is to finish it this year. And for that I have put it up on my WIPgo board. And the goal for this month was to finish a page. And I have only today left. And this is where I'm up to. Ooh, let me see if I can insert a picture of where I was last time. I want to start doing those, but I'm not promising that it will work. But if it does, I will insert it here. And then this is where I'm at now. And I'm working up in this page with the mouth. So if I want to finish my goal in time, I will have to finish this part. So that is like what, 300 something stitches? Could be doable because I don't really have that much to do today, so let's hope so. What else can I tell you? I think that's about it. Oh no, I have done, since the last time you saw this, I have done 574 stitches. And it is now up to 73.09% done. 73, you guys. Almost 3/4 of the way done. That's insane. I am really going to finish this year. I'm pretty sure of it. And that's really exciting. Because it will be my first like big finish. This is my biggest finish so far. It was not my first finish, but it was my first project ever. This was a Dimensions kit, and it's on Black Ada. Really nice to start your first project ever on a Black Ada with all kinds of different stitches and blends and everything. But I managed it, and to be honest, it wasn't really that hard, but yeah, that was my first project. I am rambling about something that's not really the topic right now. That's Tiger. And then my third project, I have recorded some vlog style clips for you for in Leeuwarden, because I live in 2 cities and then I don't want to drag all of my projects every week from one city to another in order to record and then go there and stitch on it. So whatever I work on there, and if I don't take it back to me to Apeldoorn where I'm at now, I just record vlog style clips of what I'm doing on it. So I will insert those clips right here. Hey guys, so I am back in Leeuwarden and tonight I am going to work on Twilight Bridge. This is a Dimensions Gold Collection kit. I am stitching it with everything that came with the kit, including the 18 count Ada and the flosses. Then right here, this is where we are working. The goal for the month is to finish this page, and so far I've only done that tiny bit because I had already finished half of the page before this month. So yeah, it's taking a while. Since we are already on 2/3 of the way through the month, so I gotta pick up the pace in order to finish this in time. But yeah, we will see. I will get started, and when I am done for the night, I will show you where I left off. Okay, so it is like an hour after bedtime. So I wanted to keep going, and I ended up doing 160 stitches. And since this is a pretty slow going piece, I am kind of happy with that. This is a paper pattern, a copied paper pattern that I copied off of the like the actual pattern that you get. And so it is paper and very, very small. So it's hard to see, as well as the back is really thick, and it is probably due to my diagonal stitching. My fault, but I still like the method. But it is resulting in me having a hard time trying to get through the holes. So that is of course also due to the Ada, but still. It's slow going, and sometimes it is a bit of a pain to work on, but still. I have done 160 stitches, or 161 if you count that one. Now, I couldn't not do that one. It was just that stitch in the rest of the diagonal next to it. So if I were to skip that, I would just have to stop stitching, park it there, and then do the one stitch when I get to it on this diagonal. And I was like, nah, never mind, I will just do the one stitch now. So yeah, this is where I got to. Depending on if I will film or record a video this weekend, I will either send you back to future me right now, or there will be more clips after this. You will know in a second, I will know in a week. I hoped you enjoyed those. Now, if I didn't mention, I have done 160 stitches on Twilight Bridge. Now, let's talk about WIPgo. Because, okay, so if you don't know, I participate in WIPgo. It's a brainchild of Anne Marie Does Stuff. And it's basically a bingo board, a grid of 5x5 blocks. And in every block you just put a goal that you would like to set for yourself. I have only put in my stitching projects, and all of my goals are either numbers or percentages or pages, so it's measurable. You can do whatever you like. There's no limits or whatever. So that's what I'm doing, and so far I have finished all of my goals in time. However, I am really sure that I am not going to finish my goal for Twilight Bridge before the end of the month, which is going to be tomorrow. So I have only today left, and I don't even have Twilight Bridge near me right now. And I have basically the entire goal left to go. I have only done maybe 500 stitches, where I was supposed to do like 3,000. So that's not going to work. So I will insert my WIPgo board in a second, and then the darkest colors are the ones that were finished, called and finished in time, and then the lighter ones are the ones that are called for this month, and then the tiger one will be the one that's probably finished in time. However, Twilight Bridge I will not finish in time. Maybe I will finish it later and then I will give it another color, but for now it's not. So this is my WIPgo board. Now, what else do I have to explain? So that is the board for up to April. Yes. So the numbers for next month are already out, and I believe that I have it here, 13, 14 and 8. That's for me a page on Tiger, some work on Waterhole Master. I can't remember the numbers, but it is on my WIPgo board if you want to know. And 13 blocks on Spring Queen. However, I've already done 2 blocks on Spring Queen, so it's only 11 for next month. So that's my goal. Those are my goals for next month. And then Waterhole Master is going to be the last priority because that one is in the same row as Twilight Bridge. And so it won't be as... it will only... If I don't reach that one, it would only mean that I am not able to get 1 more bingo instead of 2 bingos, if you will. This is so hard to explain, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. So I'm first going to work... Tiger is my priority always this year, because I want to finish it, focus piece. And then after that, Spring Queen. And hopefully Waterhole Master will also reach its goal. And if I magically get all the time in the world next month and I am done with that in time and I have some time left over, I will work on my crochet and stuff. And of course, every now and then I will pick up Ukraine. Now, I believe I have not really told you yet what my like reward system is with WIPgo. And of course I have a system. I have systems for everything. If you're new here, I am really autistic. I love systems, numbers, all that kind of stuff. And of course I have a reward system for my WIPgo. Now, for every bingo, so every vertical or horizontal row that I complete, or the diagonal ones, in time, I complete the goal in time, within the month that they are called, or before the month that they are called, but probably not. For every bingo that I complete, I will add €5, €5 to my budget to spend on my hobby costage. I have basically like a digital piggy bank, where I put, for every 400 stitches that I stitch every month, at the end of the month I look at how many stitches I have done and I divide it by 400, and that's the amount of money that goes into the piggy bank. So that's like, for me it's like $6 a month, $6 a month. So for every bingo that I get, I will add €5 to the piggy bank. I was also thinking, what if I get a blackout? Do I increase my rewards? However, that's not going to be possible because I'm already not finishing my Twilight Bridge goal for this month. So that's not a thing. But I did want to explain to you what I am doing with WIPgo. Yeah. Now that is all for the stitching. If you were here only for the stitching, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. And we will now get into my vegetable garden. Let me see. So before I take you out there and show you around, there are a couple of things that I just want to talk about, and that will probably be nice if you can still see my face. So first of all, I started off really motivated. Like in February, I got all of my seeds and stuff, and I made a chart in Excel of when I was going to sow and everything. And I started sowing. I had everything prepared in time, and then the cats in our neighborhood started to dig up the seeds and digging in my garden in general. That was kind of a bummer and threw me off quite a bit, and then it took me like a month or 6 weeks to get over myself and do something about it. So now we are here. I'm still in time, but it feels like I'm late because I'm later than I was hoping to be. Thank God, since I fixed the garden and kept everything wet, they are not digging in it. However, I have ordered a net that I can cut up into the pieces that I want it to be. and lay it on my beds a little bit above the ground. So I hope that they like go over that and feel like, oh, I don't want to sit down in here because it doesn't feel good. And they can't physically dig in it because they can't make that motion with the net above the ground. So that's a theory. Hopefully until that net arrives and I install it, they will not dig in my garden. Because now I have sown like, I went out and in one day I sow in like 15 different species of seeds. Yeah. For me that's a lot because I'm just beginning and I don't have a lot of space to work with yet. Of course, with the garden that I plan to have in the future in my own home, there's going to be a lot more. But for now, 15 species sown out, even in 1 year, let alone the 1 day, is a lot. The one thing that I did not manage to do though, were my potatoes. Because I didn't have the right soil. And I would like to get some advice if you have some. I've got potatoes and they are very, like seed potatoes that I bought. And they are very overdue to be sown. They are wrinkly and the sprouts are like 15 centimeters or what is that? Like 6 inches long. It's insane. They need to be in the ground right now. However, I want to pot them up in a container. I've got this giant pot and they have drainage holes, but last year I killed my squashes that I planted in there because I think there was not enough drainage, so it stayed too moist for too long. So I'm going to drill more drainage holes in there before I fill it up again this year. Now, what I also found with the regular garden soil, like vegetable garden soil I bought for my garden, that's working perfectly in my raised bed. I filled that. I filled the container last year with that and it got really compact. And it might work if it had good drainage for other stuff, but for root crops, I believe that might be a problem. So what I would like to have some advice from you guys for what I can use to fill the container with. Or if you think the vegetable garden soil should be fine. I've been thinking about like mixing it in with some straw, but I'm also worried about that starting to rot. And I don't really have any ideas besides that yet. And that's what's keeping me off to sow in the potatoes, and they really need to be sown in right now. So if you would like to help, please leave a comment. Thank you. Thank you in advance. Now, that's basically everything that I had to say. I'm going to take you outside and I have some seeds that are started indoors that I have to show you also. Where should I start? I can start with the ones indoors and then I can tell my parents that they can come out of the kitchen and I can start recording it outside. So I will first show you the seeds that I have indoors. So here we are. Let's see if I can get all of these names in English, because the names that I wrote down obviously are in Dutch. Now, I did sow the cherry tomatoes, these two, like a month ago or more than a month ago. And unfortunately, they dried out too much once. And this one actually died, and then that one kind of recovered, but now it is stunned and it's not growing. I'm leaving it in though. This one I pulled out and I put in a new seed when I sowed all the other ones on the same day. And that was last week, the week before. I think last week. Yeah. So they are not sprouting yet, but it has only been a week, so I believe that's fine. These three are leaf celery. So it's not going to be like the giant bulb of celery, if you will, but it's going to be like the stengels, like the stuff that you put in salads, that stuff. These three are going to be that celery. Then this is just regular tomato, and then this one is just a tomato that grows with several on one stem, if you know what I mean. That's what tros means. Then these two are zucchini, and then I have one bean. What bean are they? I've got sugar snaps outside, I will show you. But this is a different kind of bean. This is like the longer, the elongated thin ones that are not flat, but they are just round in diameter. Don't know what they are called in English, but you know what I will. So hopefully this will sprout pretty soon. And I will get outside and show you what I have sown out there. Okay, so here we are outside. Now if you hear some building noises, they are deconstructing a shed that I illegally placed basically. And now they are breaking it off again. It's kind of fun, it's justice. But also please excuse the mess. My parents have been cleaning the stones, like with high pressure stuff, and everything now is dirty. So the next time that I will water these strawberries, they will get clean again. But can you see? They have taken off, you guys. There are so many flowers in here. I'm really excited. Last year I did not really feed them because there's supposed to be enough feed in the soil, but there wasn't. And when I fed them like a month before they got dormant, there were so many flowers popping off, where we only had like 5 strawberries the entire year. Now there were 20 flowers and strawberries forming and ripening, and most of them did not make it before the dormancy. But this year I was in time, I fed them, and now there are really, really many flowers. Now here, there's not really anything growing yet. Well, some of them. Let's start out here. This is some lettuce. That's a lettuce, obviously. And then there's another one supposed to come up here. Maybe this is it. Maybe that's the sprout. It could be. This is not the sprout, I'm pretty sure, but I will leave it for now, just to be sure. Then next to it, here, there are some leeks sown in. They are not sprouting yet, either. Maybe that's the sprout. I'm not sure. Probably not. But again, I will leave it just to be sure. Then here, there are some beetroots. Also not sprouting. And then here we have onions. Some of those are sprouting. These I sown in like a month ago again. Now I have put in some extra seeds. So there is one there, one there. I believe I sown in some to the side and some up there. So there's going to be more onions in here that are sprouted now, but they are going to be younger than the ones that are already sprouted. And then the last thing in here, I am planning, so this panel is now on here to hopefully prevent the cats from digging until I get the net. Now when I get the net, this is going to go onto that wall so that everything that needs to climb can climb up there. And I have some sugar snaps, I believe 3 of them, sown in here. There's going to be a tomato in here once they sprout inside. There is going to be another sort of bean in here. There's going to be cherry tomatoes, and I will just have them grow together up to this wall. Now When I read the packages, it said that it doesn't really need, most of them don't need climbing. They're just bushes, if you will. But yeah, I am just going to give them the opportunity to climb. Maybe they will benefit from it, I'm not sure. Again, please excuse the noises if you hear them. Now if you go around the corner, thank God this is not locked, because I totally forgot to check. I have these two patches to show in as well. Now this got digged up by cats. So one of the radishes ended up there. Yeah, I had sown in radishes and carrots, and they are coming up nicely. So these are radishes, those are carrots. And the last time, so last week, I had sown in some extra ones, so there are more radishes to the sides and throughout here, and there are more carrots as well throughout here to fill up some gaps. But they are again going to be younger. I am going to try to do that stuff throughout this year in order to get some succession planting, because last year, if you remember, and if you were already following me, I planted basically like this entire piece with radishes, and then they were ripe all of the ones at the same time, and it was just way too much for us to get through. I did the same thing with carrots. Those we could obviously feed to the horses, so that was fine, but yeah, we don't need that much of the one thing at a time. So I'm just going to sow every 2 weeks a few of everything that's like radishes, carrots, beets, stuff like that, spinach, lettuce. All of those I'm going to succession plant. Now if you go over here, I have got this net that we usually use to cover up our like the thing that you get behind the car with, if you will. Nothing is sprouting in here yet. But what I've got standing here is, there's one seed in here, that's a pumpkin. Maybe I sown in 2 seeds, I can't remember, but I will take out the weakest one once they sprout. And then on this corner I will let it grow out on there. My mom was fine with that. So this is where the pumpkin will go. And then here, some spinach. So there are a couple or 3 rows of spinach in here. And then here we've got, oh yeah, the spring onions. Those are sown in here, maybe like 7 or something. And you will notice that there is a lot of space left over that will be used for succession planting. And that is everything that I have to show you today. So stay safe, stay healthy. Remember to get your tickets for the horse event in the description box down below. Also, you can donate to support Ukraine with the Ko-fi link down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.